Hello YouTube. I am very sorry about the delay in getting this video up. I know that I talked about doing an updated review of my Milwaukee half-inch fuel impact wrench. Um, Life's been kind of hectic, guys, so I do apologize about that. Sorry for the acoustics in here. I'm actually doing this video at my grandparents' house. I've been staying with them because I've been having some health issues and things like that. So, but anyway, I wanted to do a corrected video and an updated tool review of this impact gun. Now, this is the newest standard size Milwaukee impact wrench. And first of all, I really screwed up the last video on this, guys, and I apologize. Part of it was misinformation on my tool dealer's part, and part of it was just misinformation on my part. I kind of rushed the video, and I should have done my research a little better, and I am really sorry about that, guys. I don't want to give you misinformation. So this is the Milwaukee 2767-20 impact gun. The 2767-20 has the friction ring, and that's kind of what you want if you are going to be like a mechanic, like an automotive mechanic, because if you're changing sockets constantly, this just holds them on there, but it still allows you to take them off fairly easily. They also make a model with a ball that holds the socket into place, kind of like a ratchet has on it. But they're a little harder to get the sockets off, so they kind of recommend these for mechanics. Now, basic use. This switch makes it go from forward to reverse. When you squeeze the trigger a little bit or just use the gun, it activates a light on the bottom here, and it'll illuminate what you're working on, which is a nice feature. Also, it has 4 different power modes on it, and they go just sequentially 1, 2, and 3. And you can look up the power levels on this online if you want to. And sorry, my camera is not focusing at all on them. Now, you'll notice there's a 4th power setting, and I got this wrong on the last video that I did on this tool. The 4th power setting allows you to break a fastener free. The gun will stop itself and then slowly take the fastener the rest of the way off. And this prevents you from flinging the fastener across the garage floor, basically. So, like if you're taking off lug nuts or something, sometimes I'll leave it on the 4th power setting, and it does help you to keep control of it. The more I've used it, though, it does take longer to take a fastener off. So, if I'm in a hurry, just trying to bust some tires loose or something, I just leave it on the 3rd power setting. And that's the highest power setting, so break a lug nut loose or whatever loose quite easily. But it has a constant speed to it. And the gun stops itself. It doesn't keep spinning. As you can see, when you let off the trigger, it stops spinning on its own. So I don't really see the 4th power setting as very necessary. But that's just the basic functionality of the thing. You'll notice on the bottom of it, I recently got a 9.0 battery, which is like their higher life battery. I actually got this with a weed whacker that I purchased. I do some lawn care on the side, and I may do a review of that soon. Anyway, now just my personal opinions on this tool after probably 6 to 8 months of use every single day since I've owned it. And I don't mean just a little use. I mean, I have really used this tool. It's fantastic. It's still just as strong as when I got it, as with the first day that I bought it. I have nothing but really positive things to say about it as far as its performance. I've never had a lug nut or a fastener or anything that it would not take off on a straight, just using a standard socket. Now, swivel sockets or extensions, of course, you're going to lose torque no matter what you're using, so it's had some issues with that. However, I wouldn't say that those are things that my air impact would have even done. So this is a very versatile, very good tool, and I would recommend getting the 1/2 inch to start out with if you don't have any cordless tools. Get you a set with the gun, a battery or two, and a charger. Here's why I say that. You can always adapt this down with a simple adapter that goes to like a 3/8 size. I recently bought a 3/8 Milwaukee Impact, and they work fantastic. They're a little lighter to use, but you can still use this for most applications. And in your standard 1/2 inch socket size, your 1/2 inch socket sizes, like my Snap-on set goes all the way from 10 to 24. That's pretty much all the sizes you're going to use. So I would start off with one of these before you go to like a 3/8. Although I would still recommend the 3/8. I know one of the viewers commented with a question, and I'm sorry I did not remember to jot down their username. So I'm sorry, but they asked me if sometimes the battery connection gets loose and the gun won't work. That happens with mine occasionally. Not super often, but it does happen. What I normally do is either just jiggle the base of it, or I just take the battery off and make sure all the connections are clean, slide it back on, and it takes right back off. Other general thoughts on it, it's held up extremely well. In fact, I've cleaned it and got it dirty so much. I wish I would have bought the cover for it, the protective cover, because it's worn even the white lettering off of it. I've dropped it a few times on accident, which I hate doing that because it's such a nice tool and such an investment, but it works extremely well. I can't recommend it enough to you guys. Thank you so much for being patient with me. I'm also going to be doing a tool review soon of some of the flank drive extra sockets from Snap-on, so stay tuned with that. Thank you so much. Have a great night.